The story starts with a scene in a small, quiet town in Italy. The name of the town is Lucca. It is a place with old stone streets, little houses with flower pots on the windows, and small cafes where people sit and drink coffee every morning. The sky was soft and blue that day, but not for Elena. She stood alone near the old bridge, holding a small letter in her hand. Her hands were shaking. Her eyes were full of tears, but no one saw her pain. People walked past her, smiled, laughed, lived their normal life. But Elena's world had broken into small pieces. She read the letter again. It was short, just a few lines, but it had changed everything. It was from Luca, the man she loved with all her heart, the man who promised to be with her forever, the man who once said, "Even if the world ends, I will never leave you." But now he was gone. The letter said, "I'm sorry, Elena. I have to leave. Don't look for me. Please forget me." No reason. No goodbye in person. Just words on paper. And then nothing. Elena could not breathe. Her heart was not just broken, it was crushed. Elena met Luca 2 years ago. It was summer. She was working at a small bookshop near the town square. He walked in with a smile and asked for a book of poems. His voice was soft. His eyes were kind. They started talking, then meeting, then walking together every evening. Slowly, like the soft touch of rain, she fell in love. And she believed he felt the same. He always said the right words. He brought her flowers, remembered little things, held her hand like she was the only person in the world. For Elena, Luca was not just a man. He was her dream, her home, her everything. But then, strange things started to happen. One night, Luca didn't come. Then the next day, he acted like nothing happened. He said he was busy, that he was sorry. Elena believed him. Love makes people blind sometimes. A few weeks later, she saw him talking to a woman near the railway station. When she asked, he said she was just a friend. But his eyes looked away. He stopped coming every day. He stopped saying, "I love you." And then came the letter. After Luca left, Elena stopped smiling. She stopped going to the bookshop. She stayed in her room most days, looking out the window, waiting for something. She didn't know what. A sign, maybe? A message. A reason. But nothing came. Her mother told her to forget him. Her friends said, "You're young. You'll find someone better." But Elena could not forget. Not so easily. Because her love was real. She gave him everything. Her heart. Her trust. Her soul. One day, Elena got a call from a number she didn't know. A woman's voice said, "I think you need to know the truth about Luca." At first, she thought it was a joke. But the woman said she was Luca's wife. Her name was Sofia, and she lived in another city. Elena felt cold. Her hands went numb. "Luca is married?" she asked. "Yes," said Sofia. "And you are not the first girl he lied to." Sofia was calm but hurt. She said Luca had broken many hearts. He made promises, stayed for months, and then disappeared. "He is not sick," she said. "He is dangerous." Elena could not believe it. She cried for hours. She screamed. She felt like a fool. But then, something changed in her. The tears stopped. The pain turned into fire. She decided to know everything. She asked Sofia to meet. They sat at a small cafe in a city where Luca once lived. They talked for hours. About the lies, the stories, the same words he said to both of them. Elena felt sad, but she also felt strong. For the first time, she was not crying alone. There were others, other women, all with the same broken story. Together, Elena and Sofia found more girls. 5, 10, maybe more. They shared pictures, letters, texts, and it all made sense. Luca was not just a man with a broken heart. He was a man who broke hearts for fun. He played with love like it was a game. He changed cities, names, phones. But now, the truth was out. Elena wanted to do something, not for revenge, but for all the girls who cried like she did, for all the lonely hearts he left behind. She made a blog. She called it He Promised Forever. She wrote her story. Sophia wrote too, then others. The blog became a place for broken hearts to heal, a place to speak the truth. At first, Luca did not care. But when people started sharing the blog, he started losing jobs, friends, and respect. People saw him for who he really was. A heartbreaker. A liar. A man who ran from truth. One evening, Elena was walking near the bridge where she first cried. The sky looked the same, but she was not the same girl. She saw a man sitting alone on the bench. It was Luca. His face was tired. His clothes were old. His smile was gone. He looked up and saw her. He stood. "Elena," he said. "Please, let me explain." But Elena didn't stop. She walked past him. No hate, no anger, just peace, because she knew he no longer had power over her heart. Elena kept walking, her heart beating slow and calm. She did not look back. She didn't need answers anymore. She had cried all her tears. She had shouted all her pain. And now she was free. The boy who once held her hand and whispered forever had turned into a ghost. A sad man sitting alone on a bench. But Elena was not sad anymore. She had changed. Her heart was still soft, but now it was strong too. After that day, Elena never saw Luca again. Some people said he left town. Some said he was staying in a small village, far from everyone. But Elena did not care. She was busy living. She went back to work at the bookshop. She smiled at people again. She even started reading poems again, the same kind of poems Luca once asked for. But now, the words didn't hurt. They healed. They made her stronger. The blog He Promised Forever became more than just a blog. It became a movement. Girls from all over Europe started writing to her. From France, Germany, Poland, Spain. So many stories, so many hearts that had been played with, used, forgotten. But now they were speaking, and they were healing. Elena answered every message, sometimes with words, sometimes just with a heart emoji. But each one meant something. Each one was real. One day, Elena received a message from a girl named Mira. She lived in Croatia. She wrote, "I was about to end my life because of a man like Luca. Then I found your blog. You saved me." Elena read that message again and again. She cried, but not sad tears. These were strong tears. She never thought her pain could help someone else. But now she saw how even the darkest moments can bring light. Months passed. Then one winter night, something strange happened. Elena got a letter. A real paper letter, not an email. It had no name on the front, just her address. She opened it slowly. The writing was soft and careful. It said, "I am sorry. I hurt you. I hurt many people. I don't ask for your love or even your forgiveness. I just want you to know that you were the only real thing in my life. L." It was from Luca. Elena sat by her window, holding the letter. Snow was falling outside. Soft, slow, quiet. She did not know how to feel. She had waited for this letter once. Many times. But now that it was here, it felt empty. Like a voice calling from far away, too late to be heard. She did not answer him. She did not burn the letter. She placed it in a box, along with the first one, the one that broke her. That box had 2 letters now, one full of lies, one full of sorrow. Together, they told a story, but not her story anymore, because Elena's story had changed. That spring, Elena traveled to Lisbon, Portugal, for a book event. Her blog was now becoming a small book, a collection of letters, poems, and truths. At the event, she met many people. Some wanted to thank her. Some just wanted to hug her. But there was one man who didn't say much. His name was Tomas. He was from Prague. He spoke softly and smiled gently. He didn't say, "You're beautiful." He said, "You're brave." And Elena felt something move inside her heart. Not love. Not yet. But something warm. Something hopeful. Over the next months, Tomas and Elena became friends. They talked about books, coffee, sadness, and healing. He never asked too much. He never pushed. He just stayed. One evening, while they walked by the ocean, Tomas asked, "Do you still think about him?" Elena looked at the sky. It was pink and orange, full of color. "Sometimes," she said, "but not with pain. Just like a shadow. It passes." Tomas nodded. "That means you're healing," he said. Years later, Elena published her book. It was called Tears into Truth. On the first page, she wrote, "This book is for every heart that was broken and still found the courage to beat again." It became a quiet success, not a bestseller, but it touched people, and for Elena, that was enough. She still remembered Luca sometimes. The promises, the lies, the pain, but she also remembered how far she had come. From a girl crying on a bridge to a woman who helped others find light in their darkest nights. And one more thing, she never hated Luca. She could have. She had every reason. But hate is heavy. Elena chose peace. She chose to let go. Because she knew now, love is not always forever. But healing can be. And maybe, just maybe, someday, someone will promise forever and mean it.